It is a beautiful morning here in western North Carolina on June 27th, and I'd like to just walk through the GreenStalk vertical garden here and show you guys what's growing and how things are coming along. So here in the original planter with the 10-inch deep pockets, I have carrots on the top, looking pretty good. I have my cucumbers really taking off now that we have some warm temperatures that have finally arrived in our area, and I've given them some support with these little trellises. You just nestle them down in there in the pocket, and I'm using a lot of those this year. I really like it. They're space saving for me. I'm experimenting growing a little butternut squash down here, and it's doing great. Just having to keep everything watered. We haven't had much rain lately, and even when it does rain a lot, I always like to make sure I hit the bottom tiers with a little extra water to keep them from drying out, because the top tiers a lot of times will benefit from that rainfall, but not the bottom. So that's just a little tip there. And then here is the last GreenStalk I planted out. I have a lot of basil on the top two tiers with nasturtiums. Then I have some cucumbers on that third tier, and more cucumbers. I think I even have a sugar baby watermelon down there in the bottom. So we'll see how that does. I think it'll do just fine. And then more carrots here on the top, another original planter with 2 tomatoes on the bottom tiers, and they're doing great. I'm planting sun gold out here, and they're already setting fruit. A lot of little tomatoes on here. What I'm doing is just nestling them up underneath this plant support. It goes around the whole entire planter. Okay, need a little bit more room when you use a plant support. Okay, but it works great. It really helps support all my tomatoes, and I'm loving using the basil right now this time of year. All of the nasturtiums are blooming, so it gives it just a little pop of color out here, which I'm enjoying. I always like to see a little color. Over here, these 2 are leaf planters, and I plant 2 beans per pocket. On the original, I'll put 3 beans per pocket. As you can see, maybe right down here, I need to put a few more trellises over here for my beans to grab onto. What's happening here is on the bottom, if you'll recall, I'm experimenting growing half-runner beans to see how they do. So they're supposed to get 5 to 6 feet tall, and I'm just trying to make sure they have support as they grow up the vertical garden. And if they need a lot of support, I'll end up putting an upside down tomato cage like I told y'all last time for a little extra support. So you can see right here the half runners are wanting something to grab onto. So I will have to find a little trellis, another trellis or 2 for them, okay, like this one here. And then of course the June beetles have found my basil. Every year they attack my basil, so I plant a lot, so I'll have some. You always plant more than you think you'll need, because something else may eat it, like my June beetles. As you can see, they're just having a time right there and just eating up all of my leaves. Okay, and then of course this one also, beans. I have bush beans and cucumbers on the top tiers, and then on the bottom 2 tiers again I have planted the half-runner beans, and I'm just slowly nestling in those little trellises, which are working like a charm. As you can see, I found this one here. Okay, so there you have it. That's what's growing here in western North Carolina in late June. I hope you guys have a great weekend out there digging in the dirt. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.